What is going on, everyone? This is Nero again, and today for you some gameplay on the downloadable content map here on MW3. Like right now, at the time of this video, exclusively for Elite members, which I think is, bullshit that you have to pay by Elite to, play the maps. But, whatever, I figure, hey, I'm on YouTube, hey, I post videos every day, hey, people probably want to see some of the new maps, right? So we're going to be playing on the map Piazza here. We're going to be using the M16 with the red dot sight. I just prestiged. At the time of this video, I don't remember what level I'm. I think I'm like level 12, maybe. I don't know. We'll see at the end. But my perks for this video, I'm going to be using Sleight of Hand, Quick Draw, and Marksman. Yes, Marksman. Now, Piazza. At the time of this video, there's only 3 maps out right now. There's Piazza, there is Overwatch, and there is Liberation. Now, out of those 3, personally, I think this is the worst one. I really... I don't care for this map, I really don't. I'm going to tell you why here very shortly, but right now we're going to be basically going over what Call of Duty Elite has said about the map. Now, in their statement about the map Piazza, they state that this seaside Italian getaway is anything but ideal, as tight corners and branching pathways pose great risk at any turn. Close range combat dominates, and the team that best utilizes flanking routes will most often come out on top. Attacks from behind, above, and below are ever constant threat. Keep your awareness and don't get taken by surprise. Now, that was their statement. I am completely, my opinion towards this map is completely the opposite of that. This is probably the most camp-heavy map that I've played on Modern Warfare 3. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe Outpost, but people seem to definitely move around a little bit more on Outpost. Now, when they say you need to watch out for flanking routes, I don't think people flank you. I think people honestly spawn behind you, especially for Domination, because eventually the flags are going to get switched around, and you see the grapes come out of my body, that was kind of funny, but eventually the spawns get flipped around. This map is just a cluster in that sense. There's, what you're looking at right now, there are so many roads, and there's so many hills, and there's so many staircases, and there's so many little rooms like you're seeing right here, right in front of me here on the C flag, that people just randomly lay down in. This is just a really slow defensive map when I play it, which my experience with this map's kind of limited, I'm not gonna lie. I've played 4 maybe 5 times, and what you're seeing right now was actually lag in the game, and basically made it so I couldn't move for a little bit. I just kind of running in place. But yeah, people hide so much, and coming up here I think I might actually pick up a kill with it. Nope, I'm gonna shoot this guy. Let's see. There's a ledge that right there, right where I just got shot from. The guy sitting there on top of the balcony. People hide there the whole game. Then people also sit in the staircases here by C, which like I said, I've only played this map 5 times, but in my limited experience, it's not very good. Right now, they have the A flag and they're spawning me on the A flag. How's that? That doesn't make sense to me. But let's go over some positives, because I'm sure you can watch anyone to find negatives about anything in Call of Duty, because that's generally what people talk about. It's just all the negatives towards the game and towards the maps and the guns. And a couple positives I can think about this map. Now, when you get into the right lobby, it is kind of a rush heavy map. What I do like about this map is that they were right in the sense that it is pretty close quarters combat, except if you choose to play the way I'm playing right now, you can kind of fight on your own terms, and you can keep people away from you, which is what I'm doing with the M16 here. And that guy just spawns. Yep, that's the guy I killed, remember? And then he spawns behind me, runs down there, and takes me out. I mean, it's not people flanking you; it's people spawning behind you. But what I was saying, I do like how this is a balanced map in the sense that any weapon can honestly excel here. Maybe not sniper rifles. Maybe not. I'm yet to really see any snipers, but I am using the M16, which is one of the worst guns here in Modern Warfare 3, and I don't really think that's arguable. I really think that you cannot argue that the M16 is a shell of its former self, a mockery of what the M16 used to be in Call of Duty compared to the COD 4 M16, or for example the Modern Warfare 2 M16, which is just beastly, or even the Black Ops M16. But right here, I do end up going on a little bit of a streak, I believe. Yes, head poking these stairs, I'm almost positive. They keep continuing to rush me here from the A flag, and this is kind of where the M16 excels. And I have found that on the map Piazza, there are a few spots kind of like this that you can kind of a power position, I guess you could call it. Whereas you can kind of excel, and you can kind of take advantage of the spawn system a little bit, which is definitely reminiscent of the older style Call of Duty maps. COD 4, World at War, even Modern Warfare 2, where the spawn system, they didn't ridiculously spawn behind you every time. This map kind of reminds me of that in a sense. Sometimes it's really, honestly, it's unpredictable, which my opinion is not 100% valid right now, just because I haven't played the map that much. And this is actually a good spot right here. Like right here, you can head poke, kind of take him out with the A flag. And I have marksman on this class right now. Marksman it just tears apart this spot over here. But I'm gonna end up going back there later on in the game. You're gonna be seeing it. But I did just get quick draw pro, which is nice. I like quick draw pro. Quick draw pro is a good thing. I'm gonna be trying to hear it help cap the C flag. And what I do like as well about this is it's usually a fast-paced game of domination. Now domination, well, generally ground war, but domination, is usually what we vote for when we play ground war. It was, domination on this map is pretty good in the sense that it's fast. With the way the spawns are, the way people are constantly spawning in like different areas and whatnot, the flags the flags change hands, multiple times per game. Like I almost wish Modern Warfare 3 had the same leaderboards, not same leaderboard, but same scoreboard rather as Black Ops. Because if those of you who have played Call of Duty Black Ops, you'll remember when you play Domination. You look at the scoreboard, it has your kills, it has your deaths, it has your captures, and your defense for domination. And if they had that same leaderboard here in Modern Warfare 3, the amount of captures and defends on this map would be ridiculous, because the flags honestly they change hands ridiculously. And that guy gets me on his belly, but they honestly do. They change hands pretty frequently, which that's a positive about this map. Now, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience, and the only game mode I've actually played on this map is Domination, which, like I said, Domination is basically the only game that I play. I'm yet to see how the map plays for Search and Destroy. I'm yet to see how it plays for, Kill Confirm, Team Deathmatch, hell, even Capture the Flag, Headquarters, 2 game modes I never play. I'm yet to see that. Now, I'm wondering, I would like for you guys to answer me in the comment section below. Those of you who are Elite subscribers, do you feel this is a good map? Do you like this map? Do you, for me personally, if I had to rank the new Call of Duty maps, through the Elite, I would definitely say that Overwatch is the best map. I would almost make the argument that Overwatch is the best map in Modern Warfare 3. That'd be a pretty bold statement to make, and I'm gonna need to play a little bit more. I'm gonna try out some different game modes. But, in terms of domination, I absolutely love Overwatch. And then, Liberation's not a bad map. It just, the spawns get kind of hectic in the, what the hell do you call that place? A little bunker area, which you're going to be seeing that in my Liberation video. And then I would definitely rank this third. Like, I don't honestly care for this map, but it's not bad. Now I'm back to this power position, like I said earlier, and it definitely helps out a lot being right here. And having marksmen right here is so good because they keep spawning inside the little wine house, which we're still learning callouts of what to call the maps or what to call certain areas in the map. But the building right in front of me that I'm looking at right now, that building, we just call it the wine house because if you go in there, there's a bunch of wine balls, you can knife them. But having marksmen is so great because right now, like, let's say you didn't have marksmen, how hard it would be to see inside there, but with the help of marksmen, I can actually see right there, and it helps out a lot. It helped me pick up a lot of kills and getting my attack helicopter. But unfortunately, the people on the other team were a bunch of blind eye horrors, and shot down literally everything that came into the air, UAVs included. So the fact that I got a decent score in this game, but it could have been a lot better should my air support have actually helped me in some way. The only piece of air support that got me any kills was Predator missile, which it's a whole it's a whole topic for discussion, a whole different scale. But I would definitely make the argument that it's kind of stupid that I work 7 kills to get a helicopter and then it gets shot down. It's like having a 7 kill streak that gets you 200 points. That's all it does. Like, man. But I guess that's the luck of the draw. Just kind of people are going up against the lobbies you get into. And I think I go on a little rampage with the AK here. There's 1. There's 2. And I think I find a 3rd up here. Yep, 3. Oh god, there's 4. Oh wow, I forgot all about the 4th guy. I'm gonna call my helicopter again, and guess what? It's gonna get shot down basically right away. But I do think I get a kill with my Predator, possibly 2. Nope, just 1. But yeah, like I said, I would like to know your guys' opinions towards this map. I've basically given every opinion I can give, thus far. I mean, like I said, I'm yet to play any other game modes on this map. But I do, another positive is I do like the scenery, which is a big part. Believe me, it's a big part for me in Call of Duty. What the map actually looks like. Now, before I became an Elite member, which, mind you, I became an Elite, a premium member in Call of Duty Elite yesterday. So I didn't, I've never played these maps before up until the time of me recording this video. So, I had no idea what to expect for the maps. And the opinions I got were definitely different. Everyone said that this was the best map and Liberation was terrible. Whereas, my opinion is, I hate this map, and Liberation is awesome. So, opinions vary. That's why I would actually like to read in the comment section, what you guys think about the map so far. But I would, back to what I was saying earlier, I would definitely like the scenery, which scenery is a big thing for me. I do like the fact that we're in a town in Italy. Where this plays into the campaign, because usually the maps play into the campaign at some extent. I don't understand, what part of the campaign this was at, or maybe it's just so long since I played the campaign that maybe there was a part where we were in Italy and I just didn't realize it. I'm not 100% positive, why we're playing on the streets of Italy here, a nice little seaside town. But I do like the scenery. I like the way the map looks. I like the ocean in the background. I like the seagulls. I like, the map is a big deal for me. Like, Liberation is, like, awesome in the sense that it is an amazing looking map. Amazing in the sense that, I live in Pennsylvania, which we have basically the same scenery as, for example, New York, which is where Liberation's at, and so, I can relate to all the scenery on there, and I can, Overwatch is, like, ridiculously awesome in the sense that it's, you can see the Hudson River, you can see New York City in the backdrop. It's an amazing map, so I definitely like the way the map looks. It's just, at this point, I don't really feel that this particular map, Piazza, plays very well. But a final score of 37-13, it's not amazing gameplay, but it's probably the best game I've gotten on this map so far, with a couple 11th prestiges on the other teams. So hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay and commentary. If you did, please rate the video, and I hope you guys will have a wonderful day, and remember to answer the questions for me in the comment section below. Have a great day, guys.